Today, it's a special day. We need to be clear, adaptation and building resilience to climate, it's not a nice to have. It's not even an adds-on, it's not a choice, it's a must if we want to live in a sustainable and secure world. As member of the board GCA, among the first to be on that board, I have three messages to convey today. First, I applaud Kristalina and the IMF for tackling the issue of climate change upfront as a macroeconomic issue. Without IMF intervention now, at early stage, as a pressing challenge for macroeconomic policymakers for at least the next decade, I believe we can face a distorted macroeconomic framework in many countries for years to come. We need to look both at the issue of adaptation and climate change, among others, as redistribution of income, affecting asset valuation, repercussion of public and private balance sheet, financial flows, financial stability, and even exchange rate. So we have to go beyond the traditional microeconomic issue. As an economist, I believe what the IMF is trying to do, looking at the fiscal trade policy and resilience, is the things to do. And I believe that GCA and IMF partnership could be essential to support vulnerable countries in the transition and to develop innovative financial instruments, as I believe the current instruments have reached their limitation. My second message is that international trade enables us to exploit regional differences in climate change impact. I'm very glad to see and to hear Ngozi that seeing WTO as potential adaptation mechanism and should be mainstreamed. If you look under the current trade level of integration, climate change would lead up to 55 million people who are undernourished in 2050. But without adaptation through trade, the impact of global climate change would increase to 73 million, an increase of 33%. So I believe that WTO and GCA can join effort on the implementation, especially for the most vulnerable country. Finally, we talked all about the average annual investment. We know that Africa is getting few 6 billion tracked for adaptation. And if we continue this business as usual, by 2030, if we are lucky, Africa will get 66 billion out of the 331 billion. Adaptation finance is therefore scaling too slowly. And here, if you're asking me, Patrick, what is my bold idea? My only bold idea is that the work of the African Development Bank and the GCA through the AAA initiative under the leadership of President Adesina and you, Patrick, is essential and a must to catalyze and speed up implementation and helping countries to deliver on projects on the ground. This is the main game in town for Africa, and we should all pledge to support